Ndị be anyị ekene m unu. Asị m nke onye chiri ya zere. Ihe a bụ Ada Igbo ka ị na-anụ olu ya na Igbo Media n'ụbọchị nke taa. N'Igbo Media anyị na-ewetara unu ọtụtụ ozi gbasara Biafra land maka ihe na-eme n'ala Igbo na mba ndị ọzọ. Ozi nke ụbọchị nke taa si n'aka Deputy Prime Minister Ngozi Orabueze. Otu o si ewetara anyị ọtụtụ ozi gbasara Prime Minister Simon Ekpa na ọtụtụ ihe ndị ọzọ ha na-emegasị na Finland iji wee mee ka this our Biafran struggle ka ọ bụrụ ihe nwere isi. Biko ọ bụrụ na ụbọchị tata bụ izi na-esonyere anyị n'iru akwụkwọ, biko echefuna itinyela anyị aka n'iru akwụkwọ, gwakwa anyị ihe iche na comment section and gbasakwa ozi a ka o zuo ụmụnne anyị nọ ebe dị iche iche arụ. Ngwa gere ya ka ọ ha n'uju.
29th and December the 3rd, you all remember the Eritrean government in exile. And this Elias represented the lobbying firm, Moran Global, represented the Eritrean government in exile. But as we speak, either today, you can see the one called Elias posted. They've now switched to another government, in Eritrean government in exile, supporting that government against that Eritrean government in exile that was in Finland with us. That he has posted it on his website. So those of you Biafrans that are still thinking, is this true? What are they doing? I think with this singular action they've done, you are going to be very, very clear. It's very clear to you that this Elias and the company he represents works against Biafra. And I believe they are part of what happened to our Prime Minister. That Elias is currently working against that Eritrean government in exile, Badura, who both of them were in Finland. He was representing him in Finland. Now he switched. The company they switched now to FARC. Because it's about who paid them more.
He's a criminal.
That is it. That's the kind of lobbying they do. The criminal lobbying. Who pays them more? That is who they go for. So obviously, the Nigerian state, working in partnership with some ex-British people whom they've paid, probably may have or may not, war them. So the same thing they're doing now to the Eritrean government in exile, the same thing they try to do for USB, even though some of we called it earlier a part of the cancer. The same thing, the Armenian government they were representing, they've cut them off already. So we now know what they do. It is in the open. So we all know that Elias, that's why Elias and W suing the United States of Biafra, they were suing Simon Ekpa because they think Simon Ekpa will never come out. But you know what? We are here. You will meet us. You will meet the British cabinet, not with Simon Ekpa. We will match you back to back, bumper to bumper. It's a promise.
Even more.
Even more. No matter how you pretend, this Elias Rasulis, no matter how you pretend, no matter how you plot, no matter how you try to pretend, using some gullible British, some ex-British cabinet members, using them to think you can destroy what we built, is dead on arrival. So continue to do what you're doing as the world continue to open your criminality and what you are doing to work with governments that suppress and deal with innocent citizens. Manankiba as well. Earlier and Dabiri, in this last race, both of you will know. You will, and those you work with in the ex-Brigade cabinet, in this last race, you will see what you bargain for or what you never bargain for. But go collect more money from the Nigerian state because the money they gave you, it will not be enough. I want to let the world know that the United States of Biafra is a sovereign state. We have only one government. It's a continuum. Only one government, the United States of Biafra. And in that government, we have the Biafra Republic government in exile. We have the de facto homeland, 3 in 1. Anybody pretending, acting as if there's any other thing that exists, those are the criminal paid agents of the Nigerian state that are already failing Yakata in different areas with their agents. Because Biafrans have gone through a lot. So we know when they rear their ugly head and we will cut it off. I want to let Biafrans know that the Biafra Liberation Army and the Biafra Defense Forces continue to protect our land. Any Biafran that lies to or misinforms Biafrans, you will pay the price for that. though is a lie, because our Biafra Liberation Forces, the Biafra Defense Forces, our Biafra Liberation Army, you will not see them online. What they do is close to their heart. They'll continue to protect our land. But any single Biafran, any Biafran that comes up to say he or she is happy that Biafran Liberation Army or Biafran Defense Forces are killed, that person is evil. And Biafrans, you need to ask that person who he or she is working for. Again, because of ignorance, some people think this is about Dr. Obi or Simon Ekpa or NNAMDI. That is the level and the kind of ignorance that has stopped our full restoration of our country. Thank God we flushed all of them out. But when you have individuals make such statements, it just points to the fact that they are working with the Nigerian state while they are pretending to be seeking for the restoration of Biafra. How else could a genuine Biafra go against the work of Biafra Liberation Army and the Biafra Defense Forces? Not true. Genuine Biafra will do that. But all we have to say is we are keeping records. Again, I want to use this opportunity to tell Biafrans, when people come to tell you they want peace, peace. As a genuine Biafran, you need to first ask that person, what is the peace about? Peace for what? For whom? For how? For where? If they don't answer you these questions, please ignore them. These are distractors paid by the Nigerian state to disrupt what we are doing. Before somebody talks to you about peace, you need to ask him or her, peace for what? Peace for what? Peace from where? You cannot claim you want to make peace for what you don't know about. If somebody had a problem with NNAMDI, the person must wait for NNAMDI to come out before talking about peace with NNAMDI. If somebody had an issue with the Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, the right thing is to wait for the Prime Minister to come out before you talk about peace with the Prime Minister or with the government. This government is not about an individual. So the peace that some people are talking about, genuine Biafran, you will ask them, what is the peace about? Where is it coming from? Who did you hurt? Because if somebody did not hurt me, I can see somebody coming to tell me, oh, Dr. Obi, I want to make peace with you. My first question is, where did I go wrong? What is the peace about? The only peace that we will make is the peace that we initiated by the United States of Biafra cabinet. That is the only peace. So anybody that is coming to you privately, telling you, oh, we have to make this peace for this, please do not, just ignore them. These are people that have no clue at all, what we're doing. They get carried away by the talks from different entities. Do not let them distract you one bit. Don't give them even 1 second. When some people are talking about making peace with somebody like Madugu, Benjamin, Chike, Doziem, Imapowafu, the one in Ghana selling, these people that are working hand in hand with the Nigerian government to destroy the restoration of Biafra. Then somebody will come out and tell you, oh, we want peace. Oh, if all of us don't have peace, we will not. No, do not listen to them. These are paid agents of the Nigerian state. And that peace is not for you to make, no. That's why I say before anybody talk to you about peace, ask them, peace from where? For what? How? Where? When? Because you can't jump into what you don't know. This government cannot jump into what we don't know. We can only address things that we see, things we know about. Anything that happened with you and the Wazulike with your group, you must go keep it there and wait for Wazulike and go solve it. It is for this United States of Biafra government and bring it, which I was chief of staff and in charge in the absence of our prime minister or the de facto homeland, you will bring it to the USB cabinet. And that piece will be made on an individual by individual basis, organization by organization basis, based on the role that everyone played in this whole process. So do not jump into what you don't know, and do not let them deceive you into that. Again, all of us are fully aware there is nothing like IPOB as an organization. Our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa made that clear. There is nothing like IPOB as an organization, but all of us are IPOB. We are the indigenous people of Nigerian people, but nothing like IPOB as organization, because that.
Your Excellency, I think you meant Biafra because you said Nigeria. Thank you.
No, I said the IPOB. We are all the indigenous people of Biafra, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much. So we all are the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, as a people. But there's nothing like IPOB as an organization, because these are the people working closely with the Nigerian state. They are part of what happened to NNAMDI Kanu. They plotted and planned the kidnap of NNAMDI Kanu from Kenya. They plotted. They are part of what happened to our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. Those are the people called IPOB organization. So as far as the briefly, United States of Biafra government is concerned, there is nothing like IPOB organization. So when you see some of them running from here to here, saying they're opening office, these are paid agents of the Nigerian state. They are all coming out right now from their heights, from their hiding places to pretend that as working for
the light has gone.
So there's nothing like them. And do not be deceived by their criminality. All they are coming out to do right now is to deceive people that we are not truly following Onyendu and following Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. And this is for them, not those that we are truly following here. You all also know there's nothing like ESN. Our Prime Minister collapsed all the good structures. Those that were truly for this struggle, those who are truly and genuinely following the restoration of Biafra, was restored, was collapsed from ESN into the BLA and BDF. Only BLA and BDF are the only security apparatus we have right now to protect our land. And they are all independent in the 40 states of Biafra. The governors of all these states is the chief security officer working in collaboration.
I've locked the
during
Where? I'm not going out.
Doing the what they need to do. So there's nothing like ESN. Any delegitimized governor that comes out to tell you that there is nothing like there is something like ESN, they are just misinforming and deceiving the people. Do not be carried away with that. We only have the Biafra Liberation Army and the Biafra Defense Forces under the state commanders in their homeland. In the confederate, we are running a confederacy, so each state is independent. The decisions, the opinions taken for the protection of each state in Biafra land lies in the hand of the state governors and the state commanders. It is their job to protect their state. It is their job to develop the county commanders in the 15 counties and in the districts and the wards. It is their job to protect their state from the reintegrated terrorists sent in by the Nigerian state, wearing Nigerian military and police uniform, killing our people, burning our homes, raping our women, and destroying the forceful removal of innocent Biafrans from their houses, from their homes, from their lands. It is the responsibility of the state governors and the commanders to remove these reintegrated terrorists in our land. I also want to use this opportunity to inform Biafrans that there are a couple of some people working for the Nigerian state, just trying to deceive people, either on Twitter space, online, trying to pretend as if they are part of what we're doing. Meanwhile, they are not. Again, these media sites or individuals, they pretend. There's one called R-Ross. These are the criminal elements paid by the Nigerian state to be parading themselves on Twitter or other places as if they are part. Biafrans, ignore these people. They are not part of what we are doing. They are paid to destroy what we are doing. Just like this Elias, this lobbyist Elias and Dabiri are paid to destroy what we're doing. They thought Odogu is not coming out, but it's coming out very soon. So that was the one called himself Biafra Unite, the one, this riffraff called Oreni Juice. You know, I just have to let out some of these names because why some Biafrans, the true ones, already know them. I also want to every now and then let Biafrans know that these criminals are paid to do what they do. So when you hear them talking about restoration of Biafra, restoration was, please ignore them. They are the paid agents of the Nigerian state. They are doing exactly the same thing with the one called Elias. I think on that note, again, we're going to be having a couple of changes in some of the states based on where we are. And again, everybody is working hard. But at this time, this critical time, there might be one or few changes in the administration of few states in Biafra land to ensure that we get the right hands we need to really confront these terrorists in this final push. And again, it's not undermining any governors or any administrator's job, but we want to ensure that we move with the speed. We are working towards our recognition and we're getting a lot of support. from international communities, from some world leaders. And Biafrans, you should be very, very happy of how far and how well we are doing. In the next couple of weeks or months, we all will be getting some great, great, great news about the support we are getting. While we are doing that, we will continue to defend our land. That is why we do this fundraising. Please continue to donate your money. You have no clue how many innocent Biafrans President Tinubu and Christopher Musa locked up in different cells across Nigeria and across Biafra land with the delegitimized governor Soludo Akpo. Many of our innocent men and women are locked up for nothing, just for being Biafrans. And part of this money, this fundraising, we use that to bail all these people, bring them out, because they've committed no crime. But the order from above, from the Nigerian state, is anybody talking about Biafra is turned a terrorist. Arrest them. And nobody should talk anything about them. That is the order these criminals gave to those working under them. From first-hand information, from our Biafras working in those DSS. That is the order from Christopher Musa, that any innocent Biafran they arrest, nobody should say anything about them. Even when their family members go to search for them, even when they know they are in that building, they refuse to give them information about these innocent Biafrans. How long are we going to just keep quiet? Why they continue to take away our kids, take away our brothers and sisters for nothing, for no crime, just because we've declared and we will protect our land. So the instructions to all the commanders, all the executive governors, is to protect your land. This reintegrated terrorist, any Nigerian agent inside Biafra land, we've peacefully told you to leave. You must leave. The governors and the commanders, these terrorists must leave our land. We will make them leave. If we don't make them leave, they will make us leave. If we don't take them out, they will take us out. So they will leave our land. We want to start rebuilding our nation. Thank you so much, Biafrans and all the listeners. And I'm going to hand over to Famdi to take it from there. So please continue to donate. I thank you all that you will think that the little, the $1, the $10 you're donating is nothing. But I am telling you, it goes a long way. And I also want to thank our private donors, those that do not want to be heard. Please continue to donate. We are winning this game. We are protecting our land. And the results are there. The delegitimized governors, they are shaking. Tinubu is shaking. Christopher Musa is shaking. Because I tell you all, the condition of Biafra before our declaration and one single day after the 29th of November has changed. It's no longer the same. And that was what our Prime Minister and our NNAMDI fought for. To make sure we have those legal documents to defend Biafra. We have those documents right now. And that's exactly what we are using and what we are going to be using to defend our land. So anyone that came out from any corner to tell you that there is a bylaw somewhere, that they paid somebody $20,000 to make for them, these are fraud and criminal individuals in this ex-brigade cabinet member. Ask yourself, if the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has approved, have gone through the Constitution of Biafra and introduced the Constitution, the 40 state Constitution to us, what are the criminals doing? We're talking about bylaws. We have a constitution, which we have started working with some portions of that constitution. So there's nothing like bylaw. There's nothing like CRC. These are people existing on the air. There is no root for them. And do not pay any attention to what they do. Frankie, go ahead. Thank you so much, dear friends.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to add that bylaws you're talking about is Akbankoro bylaws. No, why not? You don't look because either way, I hear Bulgaria from you. Oh my goodness. Thank you.
Ndị be anyị ngwadalụ nnekwu nsi wee na-esore na n'ilu akwụkwọ na Igbo media bebe si wee wetara onye bụ ozi gịnị ka ikwu gbasara maka ihe ndị a niile wetara n'ụbọchị nke taa kapara ketụsa ya bụ ozi ka ọrụtụ ụmụnne anyị dọzọ n'ebe dị iche iche ntị maka ọ sị ọ nụrụ sị ma gịnị ya kara nwanne ya ngwana ka emesịa na ụmụnne m